Welcome to my channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and collectible coins. Today we are going to take a closer look at 4 interesting Kennedy half-dollar coins that many collectors love to search for. These coins come from different years and mint locations, and each one has its own story, design details, and collector value. The coins we will talk about today are the 1980 D half-dollar, the 1981 D half-dollar, the 1986 S half-dollar, and the 1997 P half-dollar. If you enjoy coin collecting or want to learn which coins might be hiding in your pocket change, stay with me until the end of the video. Let's start with the 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar. The 1980 D half-dollar coin is a United States 50-cent coin that belongs to the famous Kennedy half-dollar series. This coin was produced at the Denver Mint and carries a small D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. The Kennedy half-dollar series itself began in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. The United States government decided to honor the late president by placing his portrait on the half-dollar coin, replacing the long-running Franklin half-dollar. Since its introduction, the Kennedy half-dollar has remained one of the most recognized and collected coins in the United States, admired both for its historical meaning and its artistic design. The design of the Kennedy half-dollar was created by 2 well-known artists from the United States Mint. The obverse portrait of President Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts, who was the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. The reverse side of the coin, which features a powerful heraldic eagle design, was created by Frank Gasparro. Their combined work produced one of the most iconic coin designs in American numismatic history, and this design was still being used on the 1980 D half-dollar coin. The obverse of the 1980 D half-dollar displays the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy. His image is detailed and dignified, showing the president with a calm and confident expression. Above the portrait appears the word Liberty, which stretches around the upper rim of the coin. The national motto, "In God We Trust," is written in 2 lines just below the neck of the portrait. The year 1980 appears at the bottom of the coin, indicating the year the coin was minted. Just to the right of the date is the small D mint mark, identifying that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse side of the coin features the presidential seal of the United States. At the center is a heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and freedom. The eagle holds an olive branch in one claw, representing peace, and a bundle of arrows in the other claw, symbolizing readiness to defend the nation. A shield appears on the eagle's chest, representing unity and protection. Above the eagle's head is a circle of stars, representing the states of the Union. Around the upper rim of the coin are the words United States of America, while the denomination half-dollar appears along the bottom edge. By 1980, the composition of the Kennedy half-dollar had already changed from its original silver content. The first coins issued in 1964 were made of 90% silver, but later versions gradually removed silver due to rising metal prices and the need for circulating coins that were more economical to produce. The 1980 D half-dollar is composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure. This means the coin has a pure copper core with outer layers made from a mixture of copper and nickel. This composition gives the coin a durable surface and a slightly silvery appearance, while remaining inexpensive to mint. The coin has a total weight of approximately 11.34 grams and a diameter of about 30.6 millimeters, making it one of the larger circulating coins in the United States. Its thickness is around 2.15 millimeters, and it features a reeded edge, which consists of small vertical grooves around the rim. The reeded edge was historically used on silver coins to prevent people from shaving off small amounts of precious metal. Even though the 1980 D half-dollar no longer contains silver, the reeded edge design remained as a traditional feature. The Denver Mint produced millions of 1980 D half-dollar coins for circulation during that year. The total mintage of this coin reached approximately 33,456,449 pieces. Despite this relatively high mintage, the coin did not circulate widely in everyday transactions. By the late 20th century, half-dollars were no longer commonly used in daily commerce. Many Americans preferred smaller coins such as quarters, and as a result, half-dollars were often stored in bank vaults or collected by hobbyists rather than spent in circulation. The popularity of the Kennedy half dollar among collectors continued through the decades. Many coin collectors, also known as numismatists, enjoy assembling full sets of the series by date and mint mark. The 1980 D coin is considered a common issue in circulated condition because of its large production numbers. However, collectors often seek examples that are in excellent condition, especially coins that remain in uncirculated or mint state grades. Mint state coins are those that have never been used in circulation and therefore retain their original luster and sharp details. A well-preserved 1980 D half dollar with bright surfaces and minimal marks can be attractive to collectors. Professional coin grading services evaluate coins based on their condition, using a scale that ranges from poor to mint state 70. Coins graded in the highest mint state levels, such as MS65 or higher, are much more desirable and can command higher prices in the collector market. Another interesting aspect of the 1980 D half dollar is the possibility of mint errors or unusual varieties. Mint errors occur during the coin production process, when something goes wrong in striking or preparing the coin. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or other striking anomalies. While such errors are relatively rare, collectors often search through rolls of coins hoping to discover unusual pieces that may have greater value. Although most 1980 D half dollar coins are worth only their face value of 50 cents in circulated condition, their value can increase depending on condition and collector demand. Uncirculated examples may sell for a few dollars, while exceptionally well-preserved coins certified by professional grading services can sell for higher amounts. Special interest pieces, such as coins with strong luster or rare mint errors, may attract even greater attention among collectors. The historical context of the Kennedy half dollar also adds to the appeal of the 1980 D coin. The series represents a lasting tribute to President John F. Kennedy, whose leadership and legacy left a powerful impact on American history. Each coin in the series carries a small piece of that story, connecting collectors and historians with the past. Even decades after his presidency, Kennedy remains a respected and influential figure in American culture, and the coin bearing his portrait continues to remind people of his legacy. The production of coins like the 1980 D half dollar involves a complex process carried out by the United States Mint. First, large metal sheets are rolled to the correct thickness, and blank discs known as planchets are punched from these sheets. Next, we move to the 1981 D Kennedy half dollar. The 1981 D half dollar coin is part of the famous Kennedy half dollar series of the United States. This coin represents the 50-cent denomination and was struck at the Denver Mint. The small D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin identifies the production at this mint facility. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964 and was introduced as a tribute to John F. Kennedy after his assassination in 1963. The decision to honor President Kennedy on the half dollar coin was made quickly, and within a short time the new design replaced the Franklin half dollar that had been circulating since 1948. Since its introduction, the Kennedy half dollar has remained one of the most recognizable coins in American numismatic history. The design of the Kennedy half dollar was created by two talented artists from the United States Mint. The obverse portrait of President Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts. Roberts based the portrait on a medal he had previously designed featuring President Kennedy. The reverse side of the coin was designed by Frank Gasparo. Gasparo created the powerful heraldic eagle design that appears on the reverse, which was inspired by the presidential seal of the United States. Together, these two designs create a coin that combines elegance, symbolism, and national pride. On the obverse side of the 1981 D half dollar, the portrait of President John F. Kennedy faces left. His image shows detailed hair, a strong jawline, and a calm expression, reflecting dignity and leadership. Above the portrait, along the upper rim of the coin, appears the word liberty, which is one of the most important concepts in American culture and government. Just below the portrait's neck is a national motto, "In God We Trust," which is written in 2 lines. At the bottom of the coin, the date 1981 is clearly displayed, indicating the year the coin was minted. To the right of the date appears the small D mint mark, identifying the coin as a product of the Denver Mint. The reverse side of the 1981 D half dollar features a detailed heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle is a powerful symbol of the United States and represents freedom, strength, and independence. On the eagle's chest is a shield that symbolizes protection and unity among the states. In its left claw, the eagle holds a bundle of arrows representing military strength and readiness to defend the nation. In its right claw, it holds an olive branch, which represents peace and diplomacy. Above the eagle's head appears a group of stars arranged in a circular pattern. These stars symbolize the states of the Union and reflect the unity of the nation. Around the outer edge of the reverse are the words United States of America, while the denomination $50 is written along the bottom. The 1981 D-half-dollar coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad composition. This composition consists of an inner core made of pure copper and outer layers made from a mixture of copper and nickel. This layered structure gives the coin its silver-colored appearance while maintaining durability and affordability. Earlier versions of the Kennedy half-dollar contained silver, but rising silver prices in the late 1960s led to the removal of silver from circulating coins. By the time the 1981 D coin was produced, the copper-nickel-clad composition had already become the standard for half-dollars intended for circulation. The physical characteristics of the coin are consistent with other Kennedy half-dollars produced during this era. The coin has a diameter of approximately 30.6 millimeters and a weight of about 11.34 grams. It also has a thickness of around 2.15 millimeters. One of the distinctive features of the coin is its reeded edge, which consists of small vertical grooves around the rim. Historically, the reeded edge was used to prevent people from shaving off small amounts of precious metal from silver coins. Even though the 1981 D-half-dollar no longer contains silver, the reeded edge design remained as a traditional feature of the coin. The total mintage of the 1981 D-half-dollar reached approximately 27,839,533 coins. While this number may seem large, the half-dollar was not widely used in everyday transactions during the early 1980s. By this time, many Americans preferred using smaller denominations such as quarters and dimes. As a result, large numbers of half-dollars were stored in bank vaults or purchased by collectors rather than circulating heavily in daily commerce. The Kennedy half-dollar series has long been popular among coin collectors. Many collectors enjoy assembling a complete set of Kennedy half-dollars by date and mint mark. The 1981 D-half-dollar is generally considered a common coin within the series because of its relatively high mintage. However, coins in excellent condition can still be desirable to collectors. Uncirculated examples that retain their original mint luster are especially attractive and may carry a premium above face value. Coin grading plays an important role in determining the value of collectible coins. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on their condition, assigning grades on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state 70. Coins graded at higher mint state levels, such as MS-65 or MS-66, are usually more valuable because they show minimal wear and maintain strong luster and detail. A well-preserved 1981 D-half-dollar with sharp details and bright surfaces can therefore be more valuable than a circulated example. Another factor that can increase the value of a coin is the presence of mint errors or unusual varieties. During the coin production process, small mistakes sometimes occur. These mistakes can create unique coins that collectors find interesting. Examples of mint errors include off-center strikes, double dies, clip planchets, and other striking irregularities. Although such errors are relatively rare, they can make a coin significantly more valuable than a normal example. The historical context of the Kennedy half-dollar series adds emotional and cultural significance to coins like the 1981 D issue. The series began during a time of national mourning following the assassination of President Kennedy. The coin quickly became a symbol of remembrance and respect. Many people saved the first Kennedy half-dollars as keepsakes rather than spending them, which contributed to their popularity among collectors. By the early 1980s, the United States was experiencing economic changes, including inflation and evolving patterns of currency use. Although the half-dollar remained an official denomination, its role in everyday commerce had diminished. Many businesses rarely use half-dollars in transactions, and some people were unfamiliar with the coin. Despite this decline in circulation, the United States Mint continued producing half dollars to meet collector demand and maintain the denomination within the currency system. Collectors often appreciate the Kennedy half dollar, not only for its historical significance, but also for its artistic beauty. The portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse captures a sense of leadership and determination, while the reverse design reflects the power and unity of the United States through the image of the eagle. These artistic elements make the coin visually appealing and contribute to its lasting popularity. Today, the 1981 D half dollar can still be found in coin collections, coin shops, and online marketplaces. Condition and demand among collectors. Some collectors also search through bankrolls of. Now let's talk about the 1986 S. Kennedy half dollar. The 1986 S. half dollar coin is part of the famous Kennedy half dollar series of the United States. This 50-cent coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint and carries a small S mint mark that identifies its place of production. The Kennedy half dollar series itself began in 1964 to honor John F. Kennedy after his assassination in 1963. The coin was introduced as a tribute to the late president, replacing the Franklin half dollar that had been circulating since 1948. The decision to place Kennedy's portrait on the half dollar was made quickly because of the deep national respect and admiration people had for him, and within a short time the new coin entered circulation and became one of the most recognized coins in American history. The artistic design of the Kennedy half dollar was created by two talented engravers from the United States Mint. The portrait of President Kennedy on the front side of the coin was designed by Gilroy Roberts. Roberts used a previous portrait he had created for a presidential medal as the basis for the coin design, carefully adapting it to fit the half-dollar format. The reverse design was created by Frank Gasparo. Gasparo designed a powerful heraldic eagle that appears on the reverse side of the coin, a design inspired by the official seal of the President of the United States. Together, these two artists produced a coin design that combines elegance, symbolism, and historical meaning. On the obverse of the 1986 S. half dollar appears the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy. The portrait shows Kennedy with a strong and dignified expression, representing leadership and confidence. The word liberty appears along the upper edge of the coin, stretching across the rim above the portrait. The national motto, "In God We Trust," is written below the portrait in two lines. At the bottom of the coin, the date, 1986, indicates the year of issue. The small S mint mark appears just below the neck of the portrait and identifies the coin as having been struck at the San Francisco Mint. The reverse side of the 1986 S half dollar displays a heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle is one of the most powerful national symbols of the United States and represents freedom, courage, and strength. On the eagle's chest is a shield with vertical and horizontal stripes, symbolizing unity and protection. In the eagle's left claw holds a bundle of arrows representing military strength and the nation's readiness to defend itself. In the right claw, the eagle holds an olive branch, symbolizing peace and diplomacy. Above the eagle's head, there is a group of stars arranged in a circular pattern, representing the states of the United States. Around the outer rim of the reverse appear the words United States of America, and the denomination half dollar is written along the lower edge of the coin. The 1986 S half dollar is different from many earlier circulating coins because it was primarily produced as a proof coin rather than for regular circulation. Proof coins are specially made for collectors using polished dies and carefully prepared planchets. These coins are struck with extra pressure and often more than once, resulting in extremely sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. Proof coins are not intended for everyday use and are usually sold directly to collectors in protective packaging. The composition of the 1986 S half dollar follows the copper-nickel-clad structure used in most modern United States coins. The coin has an inner core made of pure copper and outer layers made from a mixture of copper and nickel. This layered composition gives the coin its bright silvery color while providing durability and resistance to wear. Earlier Kennedy half dollars produced in 1964 contained 90% silver, but rising silver prices eventually led the United States Mint to remove silver from circulating half dollars. By the mid-1970s, the copper-nickel-clad composition had become standard for this denomination. The physical characteristics of the 1986 S half dollar remain consistent with other Kennedy half dollars produced after 1971. The coin has a diameter of approximately 30.6 millimeters and a weight of about 11.34 grams. Its thickness is around 2.15 millimeters. Like most United States coins of this size, the half dollar has a reeded edge consisting of small vertical grooves around the rim. This feature originally served as a security measure when coins were made from precious metals, helping prevent people from shaving small amount of silver from the edges. The total mintage of the 1986 S-proof Kennedy half dollar was about 3,010,497 coins. Because these coins were produced specifically for collectors, most examples were carefully preserved from the moment they were issued. They were typically included in official proof sets sold by the United States Mint. These proof sets contain examples of each coin denomination produced that year, all struck with a special proof finish. The proof finish of the 1986 S half dollar gives the coin a distinctive appearance. The background fields are highly polished and reflective, creating a mirror-like surface. The raised design elements, such as the portrait of Kennedy and the eagle on the reverse, often appear frosted. This contrast between the shiny background and the frosted designs creates a beautiful visual effect known as cameo contrast. Coins with strong cameo contrast are particularly attractive to collectors and are often highly valued. Because the 1986 S half dollar was produced as a proof coin, most examples remain in excellent condition. However, collectors still pay close attention to details such as surface quality, strike sharpness, and overall appearance. Professional grading services evaluate proof coins using a grading scale similar to that used for regular coins. Proof coins are graded from PR 60 to PR 70, with PR 70 representing a perfect coin with no visible imperfections, even under magnification. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as PR 69 or PR 70, are especially desirable among collectors. These coins show nearly flawless surfaces and strong cameo contrast. High-grade examples can sell for significantly higher prices than lower-grade proof coins, especially when certified by well-known grading organizations. Another interesting aspect of coin collecting involves searching for mint errors or unusual varieties. Even though proof coins are carefully produced, small errors can still occur during the minting process. Examples might include double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet imperfections. When such errors occur on proof coins, they can become extremely valuable because of their rarity and uniqueness. The Kennedy half dollar series remains one of the most popular coin series in the United States. Many collectors enjoy building complete sets that include both circulation coins and proof issues from each year. The 1986 S-proof half dollar is an important part of such collections because it represents the special collector version produced that year at the San Francisco Mint. The historical significance of the Kennedy half dollar adds to the appeal of coins like the 1986 S issue. The coin serves as a lasting tribute to President John F. Kennedy and reflects the admiration the American public felt for him. Even decades after his presidency, Kennedy continues to be remembered for his leadership, his vision, and his influence on American history. During the 1980s, the half-dollar denomination was no longer widely used in. Finally, we come to the 1997 P. Kennedy half dollar. The 1997 P half dollar coin is part of the long-running Kennedy half dollar series of the United States. This 50-cent coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and carries a small P mint mark that identifies its place of production. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The coin quickly replaced the Franklin half dollar and became one of the most recognizable coins in the history of United States currency. The introduction of this coin represented both a national memorial and a continuation of American coinage traditions. The design of the Kennedy half dollar was created by artists working for the United States Mint. The obverse portrait of President Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts. Roberts had previously created a medal bearing Kennedy's portrait, and that design served as the foundation for the coin's front side. The reverse design of the coin was created by Frank Gasparo. Gasparo designed a heraldic eagle that appears on the reverse, inspired by the presidential seal of the United States. These two artistic elements combine to create a coin design that has remained largely unchanged for decades and continues to symbolize American leadership, unity, and national pride. On the obverse side of the 1997 P half dollar appears the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy. The portrait captures the president with a calm and confident expression, symbolizing dignity and leadership. Above the portrait, the word liberty stretches across the upper rim of the coin. The national motto, "In God We Trust," appears below the portrait in two lines. At the bottom of the coin, the date 1997 indicates the year of minting. Just below the truncation of Kennedy's neck is the small P mint mark, which identifies the coin as having been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse side of the coin features a heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle is a powerful national symbol of the United States and represents strength, independence, and freedom. On the eagle's chest appears a shield with vertical and horizontal stripes representing unity and protection. In the eagle's left claw it holds a bundle of arrows symbolizing military strength and readiness to defend the nation. In the right claw it holds an olive branch representing peace and diplomacy. Above the eagle's head appears a circular arrangement of stars symbolizing the states of the Union. Around the outer rim of the reverse side appear the words United States of America, while the denomination half dollar is displayed along the lower edge of the coin. The 1997 P half dollar is made from a copper-nickel clad composition. This composition consists of an inner core made of pure copper and outer layers composed of copper and nickel bonded together. The outer layers give the coin its silver-colored appearance while providing durability and resistance to wear. Earlier Kennedy half dollars produced in 1964 were made from 90% silver, and coins produced between 1965 and 1970 contained 40% silver. However, rising silver prices eventually caused the United States Mint to eliminate silver from circulating half dollars. By 1971, the copper-nickel clad composition became the standard for this denomination, and that same composition was used for the 1997 P issue. The physical specifications of the 1997 P half dollar follow the standard dimensions used for modern Kennedy half dollars. The coin has a diameter of approximately 30.6 millimeters and a weight of about 11.34 grams. Its thickness is around 2.15 millimeters. The coin also features a reeded edge, which consists of small vertical grooves running around the rim. Reeded edges were historically used to prevent the clipping or shaving of precious metal from silver coins. Although modern half dollars no longer contain silver, the reeded edge design has remained as a traditional feature of the coin. The mintage of the 1997 P. Kennedy half dollar was approximately 20,882,000 coins. Despite this relatively large mintage, the coin did not circulate widely in everyday commerce. By the 1990s, a half-dollar denomination had become less common in daily transactions. Many people preferred using quarters or smaller coins, and as a result, half dollars were often stored in bank vaults or purchased by collectors rather than used regularly in circulation. Because the coin was not widely circulated, many 1997 P half dollars remain in relatively good condition. Collectors often seek out coins that still display strong mint luster and minimal signs of wear. Coins that have never been used in circulation are known as uncirculated coins or mint state coins. These coins retain their original shine and sharp design details, making them attractive additions to coin collections. Coin collectors and numismatists frequently assemble sets of Kennedy half dollars organized by year and mint mark. The 1997 P coin represents one of the later issues in the series and is often included in both beginner and advanced collections. While circulated examples usually carry little premium above their face value, coins in high mint state grades can command higher prices in the collector market. Professional coin grading services play an important role in determining the condition and value of collectible coins. These organizations evaluate coins using a numerical scale that ranges from poor to mint state 70. Coins graded at higher levels, such as MS 65 or MS 66, are considered high-quality examples with minimal marks or imperfections. A 1997 P half dollar that receives a high grade from a reputable grading service may sell for a significantly higher price than a typical circulated coin. Another factor that can increase the value of a coin is the presence of mint errors or unusual varieties. Mint errors occur when something unexpected happens during the coin production process. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or other striking anomalies. While such errors are relatively rare, collectors often search through rolls of half dollars hoping to discover unusual examples that might be worth more than ordinary coins. The Kennedy half dollar series holds a special place in American numismatic history. When the coin was first introduced in 1964, many people saved the coins as souvenirs or keepsakes because of their emotional connection to President Kennedy. This widespread public interest helped establish the series as one of the most popular coin collections in the United States. Over the decades, the coin has continued to be produced, allowing collectors to build long sets spanning many years. The 1997 Pete half dollar also reflects the economic and cultural environment of the late 20th century. By this time, electronic payments and paper currency were more. The Kennedy half dollar series remains one of the most popular coin series in the United States. Collectors enjoy searching through different years and mint marks to complete their sets, and each coin represents a piece of American history and culture. Even coins that seem ordinary can sometimes have surprising value, depending on their condition, rarity, or unique minting errors. So the next time you come across a Kennedy half dollar, take a moment to examine it closely. You might discover a coin from one of these years, and who knows, it could be a great addition to your collection. If you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin story.